Floyd, he broke the bank, you know, and I don't see him trying to give the game to the young fighters because he's a promoter now. I can't give everybody the game if I'm one of them now. It's a business at the end of the day. So if they made all this money on our backs as fighters, and now I'm a promoter, I'm going to do the same thing that they once was doing and just say it's just the game of the business.
Greatness can come from anywhere.
I draw inspiration from the Filipino people and to God and my family. Hard work is the most difficult things in boxing.
Let's get into it. Talk Nation. I just wanted to respond to a comment somebody made about Jerron Boots Ennis. What is he going to do now that Showtime and Steven Espinoza is leaving the sport of boxing? Well, first off, that's not until 2024. Steven Espinoza has a relationship with Jerron Boots Ennis as far as the boxing business. His fight game itself speaks for itself and it sells itself. So people will be coming to Jerron Boots Ennis to do business. Fighters and certain management may be afraid, in my opinion, to put their fighters in the ring with Jerron Boots Ennis, a DAZN, a Top Rank, a PBC. Nah. Because those guys or those brands and those companies will do business with Jerron Boots Ennis because why? He's a fantastic fighter. In my opinion, they just going to keep him away from their top guys. But they'll give him some good fights because that's Jerron Boots Ennis' career to date. He may have not fought everybody that fans may want him to have fought, but everybody they put in front of Boots, Boots knocked him out. Boots beat him, period, hands down. And he's been calling out for the top guys. And with Terrence Bud Crawford willing to fight Errol Spence at 147. Okay, if you're willing to fight at 147 and you don't want to go up to 154 to rematch Errol Spence, but you will go up to 168 to fight Canelo, although he's contractually obligated to rematch Errol Spence. It's been exercised like Steven Espinoza was talking about. There's certain parameters in the contract. If one party can't make the weight, then you know what I mean? So it's like the fight can happen, in my opinion. What's the weight? 47 to 54. The money and everything like that is already, for what Steven Espinoza said, it's already, I mean, that's not the problem. The money, not the issue. The issue is going to be 47 to 54. So my argument is, if you're Terrence Bud Crawford and you're willing to fight Errol again at 147, I mean, why not give the fans not only a fight they're asking for, but also a dangerous fight? Just keep it 100, man. You know what I'm saying? It is a dangerous fight because, in my opinion, Boots, he can beat Bud. Just like Bud can beat Boots, in my opinion. You know what I mean? That'd be a great fight, a tough fight. But Boots and company, man, like they willing to be thrown into the fire. They think they ready. You know what I'm saying? So when people say Boots not ready, if Boots say he ready, if his father knows he's ready, but he understands the business and he knows that, okay, my son wants these fights, but at the same time, who these fighters are aligned with, they know that's a dangerous fight. Fighters are afraid to let that go because of Floyd Mayweather, and that's true. But Floyd messed up the game in other ways too, because he made it more about the money than the fight. Yes, you want to be well paid and well compensated, you know what I mean? And that's the original job of a promoter or a manager, really to focus on and make sure that they financially get their fighter compensated for their fight. But now the fighter is thinking about the money as much as he's thinking about the fight. You know what I'm saying? He want to know how that bag looking. So, and they're basing these, you know what I'm saying, bag moves off of basically who they face in the ring. It ain't always got to be the top guy. You know what I mean? It's a top 5. It's a top 3 for a reason. So if you can't get the top guy, hey, man, fight the second guy in line. Fight the third guy in line. I mean, I think that'll be a great fight. That's why for Terrence Bud Crawford to fight Jerron Boots Ennis, I don't care how you look at it. When you look at the best guys at 147, whether it's by division or by fanfare, Jerron Boots Ennis is going to be in the top 3. If Boots is not in the top 3, y'all tripping, period. And now with Errol Spence moving up to 154, Boots is probably number 2, hands down. WBC officially gave Errol Spence a ranking at 154. So if Errol Spence is out of that 147 ranking moving forward, then Jerron Boots Ennis, man, he gets elevated. He's now, you know what I'm saying, probably, in my opinion, under Terrence Crawford at 147. So it makes sense for these two guys to fight, hands down. And that will be a great fight, super explosive, high octane. You know what I'm saying? Philly travels in all sports, even boxing. Wherever this fight will take place, Philly will be in the building. So you talking about this fight will generate money. And I don't even think the Jerron Boots Instant Cup, even though I know they will want to be well compensated, but I guarantee you the money wouldn't be an issue. They will not be greedy and try to price themselves out of getting into the ring with Terrence Bud Crawford. I guarantee you that. As long as y'all be respectful, as long as y'all be fair, I believe that fight could happen.
Fatality.